Hey there, Blurs here. I'm going to show you how I retrofitted lights into my Necromunda board. Maybe, I don't know, I'm having a hard time articulating at the moment, so let's just check out what I built, huh? The first bit I want to do with this is, I'll explain this idea. See, 9 1x1 squares on a 4x4 base, which means that in theoretically,
philosophically, metaphorically,
there should be 3 inches between each one. Right? 3 inches between. I go and I put 3 inches between each one of these guys. Let's just do it. Quit talking about it and let's just do it. That's done. So the next step is going to be cutting those chunks out. Okay, we can see how that fits now. It's a little tight, but that might not be the best example to use, in fact, because most of it is raised up. So the light is really going to shine on here. When I put like LED filament or something in there, what do I have? I have some light. What is that stuff called? Hell, I can't remember. I have some lights that I want to put in there. I gotta cut the rest of these out now, so that's what I'm gonna do. We got half of our grid cut out. It's a pain in the butt to do it this way. So if you try to mimic this, I would start from scratch. Would be way easier. Unless you're in the same situation like me and you're just trying to make it work, then okay, that it works, but heck of a lot easier just to cut these on the Proxon and lay out a 3x3 grid on a 4x4 table would be way easier. But I'm gonna keep cutting. There we go, I got the grid set. So next I'm gonna bust out some, sorry, we're getting crazy here. Oh, I'm bumping the crap out of the camera. Stop. Got some lights. Obviously, there's some fiddling with it, but that's the idea. You can see I have grouted them, cut them, grouted them. I actually cut holes underneath here to run the wire. This over here, the other half of it, I learned something. If you use this masonite board, there's like a shiny side and a rough side. And the caulking doesn't stick to the rough side. So the other one popped off when I was cutting it. So I just took it apart and cut it, and it was a lot easier to do it that way. So in hindsight, this project would have been easier if I would have started with fresh stuff instead of trying to reuse something old, but it's what I got. That's how I roll. I ended up with like a lot from that. And I don't want it to go to waste. It already has really firm texture on the top. So I'm gonna build some desert rock outcroppings with it while I wait for this to dry. So this video is a twofer. You got some rock building and some light installation. So rock building with this is fun. There's a few different ways you can do it. I'm gonna do it in a particular way because of how this material is already textured and beat up. I'm just gonna break down the pieces, then take the smaller pieces and find out where I like them for rocky outcroppings. The technique I have for doing it is same type of thing. I'll just real quick run some, and then I'll run this thing. See, so now if I glue those together and then do that, it'll wear away at certain chunks, but this texture on here will actually help it hold up against the wire brush. And if I feel like it needs to be stronger, I will insert a wooden dowel into the center of it. Let's see how it goes. Whipped out a bunch of rocks. They are not the best looking rocks, but they are not the worst. Got a little bit more to do on them, and then, prime them and paint them, but not so bad. And I got another big one, but it's still gluing.
I've got most of them coated in.
Got most of them coated in glue, just to give them a little more protection from the spray paint. I put a little bit of sand, maybe a few little chunks of rock and stuff on there too. Other than that, I've just sealed them. That's what I'm doing. It's just a little watered down wood glue. and I'm sealing wherever the foam is exposed so that when I hit it with the spray paint, it won't melt the foam. That's all. Well, now I have a giant box of rocks I need to prime. I'm not going to do that quite yet. I still got these things to deal with. I guess what gets me about them is this is still just too even of a texture for me. I want to add some industrial looking tiles and stuff to make it look more like, you know, futuristic. I took these Tupperware lids. I got a bunch of these Tupperware lids. Cut some up. I have weird chunks if I wanted to do anything like that. And I also have pieces I can tile. I'm just greebling along. I'm gonna do a little bit of a different kind of goop to seal all of this in. It's just gonna be a little bit more watered down. Just coconut fiber, no sand. Let me try to say that again. I'm gonna go ahead and let that set for a minute and let that water and glue fully absorb into that coconut fiber, making it very viscous. Very, very viscous. That's why I, in this particular case, let it set for a little while to absorb the water, because before it was like real runny, which I need it more runny, so I let it absorb the water a little bit first. Now I can add glue. I got a rocks prime, I got a board prime. I'm gonna paint them up. I'm gonna start painting the board. I'm gonna do it with oil paints. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting this rope light in there. This is dry enough. It's still a little bit tacky, but as long as I don't mess with it, it should be good if I'm careful. I just wanted to do a quick shout out to all the people in my life that have supported me. I love you guys. Special shout out to my patrons. I can't even explain how awesome it is to feel supported. Anyway, back to the video. Yeah, man, that's pretty cool, huh? Oh, like Blinky, let's put some buildings on it. I think it's sound activated too. So that's something cool. Let's put some buildings on it, see how it looks. Definitely looks pretty cool. So that's my hive so far. It's not lit up right now, but I wanted to show you my next step here, which is I have other cardboard tubes that I'm going to extend this up another level so that we really get the flavor of the underhive. I think it'll come out cool. I didn't forget about the rocks. This is what is a subplot. This is a subplot in this video and the next upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to hit up Arcane Con if you can in Northampton, Massachusetts, November 17th and 18th, I think. I love you guys. Thanks for the support. Catch you on the next video. Oh yeah, check out Miscast's, well no, just Trent Holbrook's channel. He's doing like a permanent thing, and it's great. It's very inspiring. I am trying to get better at editing so that I can be better at editing. That's what he has inspired me to do. Also, Get Tabled if you're into the more time thing, I know this isn't the right video to put this in there, but Get Tabled is an incredibly informative more time channel. And other games too, but very informative, very educated on more time. So, yeah, alright, now I'm out. Peace.